All right, so we're here with the Kyrie spin to J. Here's how the move looks. All right, so that was Kyrie doing it to Steph Curry, who's a fairly quick guy and a pretty good defender. All right, but he pretty much got him with this move, and we're going to show you how he did it. All right, so step by step. You got Connor here. All right, first you jab step, and then you don't pull the ball back. So you had a shooting form right here. You were able to shoot from this spot. Now you don't want to jab too far. You want to be able to shoot from this spot. So he's doing it well. All right, Kyrie actually pulls his jab step back. We don't want to do that. All right, Kyrie is an amazing athlete. He made this move up on the spot. All right, so you got to give him a lot of credit. But he pulls his foot back and he allows Steph Curry to get into him. I'll show you that in a second. But Connor here, he remains steadfast in his step and does not pull it back. And then from there, now you want to step and you want to dribble. All right, I would say that this dribble could be lower underneath both knees, but that's still pretty good. And as you step and dribble, you want to take 2 steps before the ball touches your hand. All right, so during this one dribble, you want to step that back leg fast enough. All right, you want this back leg to go fast enough forward so that it lands on the ground before the ball hits your hand. Okay, so that's the goal. Connor is a little bit behind with that step because right now if that foot was already planted, he could spin a little bit faster and stronger. But he still spins, lands. As that foot lands now, as that right foot lands, all right, you want that ball to be on the ground. So everything needs to be a little bit more lined up for Connor right here. But he still dribbled it. As you dribble, you want to shimmy and fake back the strong way that you came from, and you want to turn your head that way. Connor did not. So he wants to turn his head toward the camera, not just his shoulders. After that, you switch hands. And then you want to push out. This is the part that many people mess up on, but Connor does it well here. All right, you want to pivot and then push out and throw the ball way out in front of you and then go get it. It's a big 3 steps, and he's far away from his original spot. All right, so he went from here to there, which is a very, very good distance that will be hard to cover for the defense. Now, again, if you watch Kyrie do it, this is the step that I was talking about. When Kyrie jabbed right there, and he brings his foot back to right here. Now, if Curry had seen that, maybe he would have exploited that by getting really, really close to Kyrie to push him back off of his step because he can't shoot from that position. But I'm pretty sure it's a lot easier said than done, especially against Kyrie Irving. Now, that was just his setup, sorry. But as he goes between his legs, he does it right here between his legs. Now, here's his spin. Boom. Lands with the foot. And then watch his head. His head's going to turn back. That little bitty head turn as it turns back toward the center court with the shoulders is what sells it. And then he dribbles far away and shoots over Kevin Durant right there. Now, if you watch our other kids do it, not as well. All right. So Kiernan here, he's not low enough. All right. So he's pretty much standing straight up. And he doesn't spin and turn and bounce the ball. So right here, you want to do a full pivot. All right, so like a 180 pivot. How far does he go? About 90 degrees. He kind of just hops and bounces. Never turns his head that way either. So he should be pivoting and spinning before he bounces the ball. And he never turned his back to the basket ever to be able to do this move. Then he carries right there, and the foot doesn't follow the ball. All right, the left foot should follow the ball as well. Let's see what Noah does. Nice jab, but he jabbed out and not toward the basket. That jab was just more toward half court. It's not gonna fool anyone. You're gonna jab straight forward. As he steps though and dribbles, he almost got 2 steps down. on that dribble. Let's see the spin. Does the ball land on that step? Fairly close. Does he turn back? He does not turn back. So he kept his head straight forward. He doesn't even move his shoulders really. All right. And does he dribble far away? He dribbled low, took just 2 steps instead of 3, and only went a short distance to shoot that shot. So let's see if you guys can see it real speed. That's Connor's, pretty good. Again, he steps back, boom, nice shot. Still didn't spin all the way. Let's see what Noah does. Decent, but you want to change the speed. So on that jab, you want to pause, and then do it. That's pretty good. And know that it's a tough move, something to just practice on. All right? We're not expecting you to do this every single time or even ever during a game. But there's several moves within this move, like a spin move, like a jab step, like a jab and go, like throwing the ball out, that are intertwined within this one move. So it's a great move to practice, even if you're not going to be this fancy during the game. But every so often, you can pull it out. All right? So that's the Kyrie spin to J in depth.